Hello everyone, before I get started I just want to put in a flashing light warning. I will put that on screen as a visible warning, as there are flashing lights at the end of the video where I'm figuring out my templates, so I just wanted to warn you of that now. I'll put in a timestamp to avoid, because I don't want to give anyone a seizure or anything. And with my ass covered for that, here is my video. So I started a series on Instagram, and this is the first more professional looking design I've done in the series. It's My Hero Academia Disney Princesses, which is exactly what it sounds like, Disney princesses in the My Hero Academia universe. Obviously I'm doing Rapunzel here, and I based her outfit on her acting queen outfit in Tangled the series. Took some liberties, switched her skirt out for an overcoat with trousers and boots on, though as a note she would still go barefoot in everything else. She just knows that heroing is not something you really do barefoot unless it really warrants it. So, who is Rapunzel as a hero? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Rapunzel's hero name would be Sundrop. I don't think I really need to explain that one. But for those of you who might be the rare few that haven't watched Tangled, Rapunzel's power comes from the power of the Sundrop that turned into a flower that her mother had as part of a tea to help her heal while she was pregnant because she got sick. And those powers transferred to Rapunzel before she was born, and ended up being born with healing properties in her hair. In Tangled the series, her hair grows back after being cut, and it's virtually unbreakable. There's nothing that can actually break it. And she's having to learn how to use her hair again and figure out what's going on in her life. So, Princess Rapunzel of Corona, you are Sundrop. That's all I could really come up with for her hero name. I'm not very creative in naming, if it's not Japanese apparently. I'm literally using my picture that I have on Instagram for this, and I'll link that post particularly in the description below, but you'll be able to view the rest of my pictures on my profile. So obviously she's Princess Rapunzel of Corona. Her character voice is Mandy Moore. Now, it asks for her birthday, height, and quirk. Well, her height was easy enough to find. It's 5'1", which in centimetres is 154.94 centimetres. But her birthday? We don't get any information about that. So, using some liberties that I found from Frozen, of all places, because we know Tangled and Frozen take place in the same time period, and judging that Rapunzel is probably the same age as she was when the film at least finished, because she's got her brown hair. I'm taking a pure guess on date of birth and that, but I know that Rapunzel was probably around 3 years older than Elsa if she's not the same age, purely going off when the films were released. But I would take a guess to say that Rapunzel was probably born around the summer solstice. It's summertime in Corona when she's born. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be, to be quite honest, and that's my artist's license kicking in right there. And it'd be a nice little mirror to Elsa being born during the winter solstice in 1817, which we know of because of information we get in the films. Now, her quirk, I left it as her healing hair, and the description I gave at the bottom of the template that you'll see at the end of the video, and I'll probably place a little snapshot of it at the end of the video. Healing hair grants the user the ability to heal any wound using the long, prehensile, unbreakable hair. that it creates. Rapunzel wields a frying pan and prefers to be barefoot outside of her hero work. She is a German hero and princess. Rapunzel is a hero to help others personally. So what I mean by that is while she is an active princess, and in my eyes she would, if she was raised by who she was raised by, obviously she would know who she is. So I'm also taking the creative liberty here of saying that she was originally raised by her parents, like she should have been. But she would decide that when she heard about the job hero, she decided that while she's a princess, to learn about her people better and to understand their needs better, she became a princess to personally help them. Not a princess, a hero. Ignore that last bit. But she became a hero to personally help them. And she would understand that her hero work requires feet being in shoes, but outside of it she probably would wear no shoes as much as possible. As you can see on screen, I took a long time to shade her hair in properly because of the techniques I was using and the brushes I was using, and just generally trying to figure out where the light would hit it and how much. Hair is not easy, never mind it being blonde. Blonde hair is really hard to shade. I have no idea why. For me, it's one of the hardest ones to shade. That could just be me being used to shading pink hair, though. That might be why, actually. But anyway, I was trying out a new technique, and I would get about halfway through and then decide, nah, I want to change how I'm doing this. So that's why quite a chunk of the video was spent me doing the shading. This piece was also me exploring different shading techniques for my uni projects because I'm primarily a 2D artist. While I'm supposed to be learning 3D art and techniques, I find just 2D is easier for me, even though I'm severely regretting that with being a 2D animator. Oh, that is not fun. Anyway, you can see that I kept Rapunzel's frying pan because would Rapunzel really be our Rapunzel if she didn't have a frying pan as her offensive weapon? So I decided, you know what, let's just give her a logo frying pan and run with it, which is exactly what I did. I'm not sure how the hairbands would work because in the series she has like hairbands that are covered in beads and she just sort of rips them off and then reattaches them in a way you don't actually see. It sort of goes behind what the viewer can see when she puts them on. So I don't actually know the mechanics of it, therefore I'm going to assume it's something like Velcro, that whatever part of it is visible where the Velcro is, would probably have the sun emblem on it, and she would just grab hold of that and rip it off and then take the time to really put her hair up, or even it might even be one long strip that she just rips off and then redoes every time she needs it. Yeah, I didn't figure out the logistics of that one, how hair works in cohesion with an outfit. Aesthetically I've got it, functionally no. That is a downfall of mine, which I am looking to work on in my uni work. But as you can see, I tried to emulate the movie promo pose. It didn't work out so well because for some reason her ankle was bent in a funny way. I don't know as the animators noticed that. I don't think they did. But yes, I've kept their frying pan. I've kept as much to the original as possible because I wanted to showcase her as who she is, and who she is, well, who she is. That makes no sense, but I'm rolling with it. Now, we are getting near to the end of the video. I've got about a minute left. So, I will be linking this in the description to the post, where you can have a proper look over and tell me what you think. Feel free to comment what you think. to ask me any questions. I am more than happy to answer any questions you might have on this or any drawings I might do. So if you feel like you want to give it a go and ask me any questions, that's fine. I'm happy to answer. I might not be an expert, but I know something. I can at least give advice for how to learn. That's about it for me. I've got to drag this out, and the flashing is about to start up, so if you would like to leave now, you're more than welcome to, and I'll add a timestamp now on when the flashing is done, because I went through. Oh, there you go. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I really do hope you enjoyed it. I might put up a version where I just have music rolling in the background. If you'd like that and prefer that to me talking, do let me know. But I will be doing versions where I talk about my thought processes behind the powers that I bestow upon each of the princesses. So, yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.